People who have homophobic attitudes, who are more prejudiced or discriminatory against gay people, are themselves more likely to have a discrepancy between their unconscious attraction to same-sex partners and what they are consciously aware of. Those people who have such discrepancies, who really have a split between their unconscious attraction and what they consciously say about themselves, are more likely to come from authoritarian homes. If you're a parent who really strongly believes your child should be heterosexual, and then you use whatever means you can to convince them that they're only good and worthy if they are, this would be very controlling. This creates a lot of conflict in the child, and what we see in this study is one way that gets resolved is by then being discriminating or hateful towards gay and lesbian others. It may be that you yourself are divided between your homosexual and your heterosexual attractions, and therefore homosexual people feel more threatening to you, and then you express more negative attitudes toward them. We can ask people what their conscious attitude is towards sexual orientation. We say, are you gay or are you straight? But to get at their unconscious sexual attraction, we use a different kind of task. We use a reaction time measure. So we use this pretty split-second task where you have to classify homosexual and heterosexual words. And just before you're doing that classification, we're flashing the word me or other for some milliseconds just before they do that. And if they are non-consciously more homosexually oriented, they'll have a quicker reaction time when the words me and homosexual come together. Another way that we get at non-conscious attitudes towards sexual orientation is to use a task where people get to browse pictures of attractive men and attractive women, and we look to see whether they gravitate towards same-sex pictures or they gravitate toward other sex pictures. We've had a lot of anti-gay public figures who've been caught in same-sex encounters, and this study speaks to some of those kinds of cases that we've seen before. And in some of these public cases that we've had, it's really been someone who themselves has been homosexual, who's been publicly campaigning against homosexuality. And here you can see that one part of them is really fighting another part of themselves. Whenever somebody has a really intense feeling towards any outgroup, but in this case, gays and lesbians, we ought to ask ourselves, why am I so concerned about that? Why is it so threatening to me? And one suggestion here is because maybe one's own sexual orientation is a bit in question. And I think that we should raise doubts. Whenever we have those kind of strong feelings of hatred or discrimination towards other groups, we should wonder why.